I'm really pleased because we've got today with us a good friend and advisor of Aforza, Gonzalo Esposto. And Gonzalo was a former commercial CIO actually at Unilever. And you worked at, welcome, Gonzalo. You worked at Unilever for a little while. Tell us, just quickly introduce yourself, please, and tell us about your career at Unilever.
Thank you, Tom. Yes, it was a career of more than 35 years. Okay, I started very young. Okay,
You're
so
still young. You're
that's
still
the point.
young.
I hope so. Yeah, so all my life was in Unilever. As I always said, once Unilever, you're always Unilever.
Yeah, absolutely.
I started, in my home country, Uruguay, and I had all the different roles that you can imagine. Ended as the commercial CIO of Unilever, having the responsibility to talk about or to manage all the tools and solutions for sales and trade promotion and all that globally. Okay,
Wow,
that was
wow.
a huge journey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thanks for sharing. And actually, I've been looking at this list, but love for you to discuss it a little bit with the audience, actually, because you've been thinking about the kind of things that we need, what you predict for a rapid revenue recovery in 2021 and beyond. I'd love to hear your thinking.
Oh yeah. So we discussed this before, and this is actually my conclusion after having debates with a lot of people. Now, this is not my own opinion. Okay? Things changed quite dramatically in 2020. Okay, we were, at home. Lockdown was the word that everybody learned. Okay, even the non-English speakers. Okay, and that changed everything. I was telling you the other day how Christmas was different. Okay, and for example, Christmas in my large family was the only time in life that we were all together online, eight at different cities, but we were able to spend 2 hours all together. That would never happen before. Okay, so that means for me that the way people, start to behave is very different. Okay, and from these 5 points that I would like to highlight, the first one is the speed. Okay, things change at a very fast speed. Okay, today you need to take decisions in question of seconds. You need to react to the competition in minutes, not in weeks and months as we did before. Okay, and the only way to do that is with technology. You need to have tools that can allow you to do that. A human being will not be able to analyze all the different variables of a decision. Okay, if they don't have the good technology. Think about how many new products we have in hygiene. You go to the supermarket, you see a lot of different products in hygiene, all saying that they will kill the COVID-19. Okay, but that happens in questions of weeks. In previous years, that will take 2 years. So think about that. The speed of the which the business has developed in 2020 is huge. And I like to say that is at internet speed. Why? Because e-commerce became the norm. Okay, that is number one. Be ready because you will need to be you need to react very fast. Number two, the famous point about return on investment on promotions. Okay, this is not new. I think that in my last 15 years in the company, I tried to solve it with my colleagues in sales. Okay, the point is the following: the amount of money that companies like Unilever or others invest in promotions is huge.
Huge. Yeah.
Okay, I will not go down. So the only thing that you can do is extract the most you can. In the past, because you don't have the tools, you don't have the capabilities to analyze, what people were doing were almost repeating the promotions that did in the past, which were successful year after year. Today, with artificial intelligence and all the big data things that we have, we can predict. So you need to use prediction engines to understand which is the best plan of promotion that you can offer to a customer, okay, in order to have the highest return on investment for you and for your customer. You can only do that, okay, if you have the technology behind us, the ones you are producing. The third point is everything is very complex. So the granularity, the amount of different channels that you are managing today between industry and customers is immense. So in the past it was easy. One sales rep, one customer, done. Okay.
Yeah.
Today, no. You have e-commerce, you have online, you have offline, you have everything. So you need to have a platform that allows you to use all the channels at the same time. It is true that you will have more online, yes, but don't forget that offline continues to be very, very
It's
important.
all of it. Totally
You
agree.
need both. You
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
everything.
Everything. Everything. Totally agree.
The fourth point, machine-driven imperative. I think that I said something about it when I would talk about promotion return on investment. Is the first time that we have that technology affordable. Okay, so people will start to use machine learning, artificial intelligence more and more in a way that they can send some recommendations to the sales reps and to the customers, but actionable recommendations, not a report. Something like said, Dom, you need to go to sell to Gonzalo this amount of beer because he will be out of stocks in 24 hours. And that's a reality today.
Yep.
Okay, so that will be more and more and more. And finally, digital transformation is happening today. Okay, and it's happening at a pace that it's incredible. Pick again the example that I told you about Christmas in my family.
Yeah,
that happened, and we decided to do it in maybe 2 days. A year ago, my parents, with 80, never knew what Zoom was. They're using Zoom, they're using WhatsApp, they're using Telegram. The other day, my dad called me and said, WhatsApp is giving more information to the others now. I will use Telegram. And he's 80. Okay? So that's what's happening today.
Actually,
you
it's
don't have
funny.
the luxury to wait.
My 23-year-old daughter said the same thing, and I was quite impressed. But you're like, I think you trumped me with the parents.
So look at that. It's interesting. So things are happening very, very fast. In a company, you don't have the luxury, to think. That's why we have the agile.
We'll talk about this.
Today.
Yeah, we'll talk about this actually in a moment, because we're actually seeing in Forza some of our customers, the implementations we're doing are literally getting returned or getting to production in certain aspects of the weeks as well, really, really fast. It's going to be the new normal. Has to be.
Absolutely. So the years of the waterfall, when we did projects in years, for me it's over.
So that's good. Totally agree.
That's for me is are the 5 points that I wanted to highlight today.
Yeah, perfect, Gonzalo. Thanks so much. Really appreciate your words
No,
of wisdom.
thank you.
And take care.